Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGod21. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars KOTOR 2 The Sith Lords. Last time, well, we drove out the red eclipse from the Ebon Hawk, and we got our ship back. Hooray! Also turned into a Jedi Sentinel. However, I fucked up. I fucked up the Handmaiden's questline quite a bit. Because I was an idiot. I forgot that as a male player character, if you have more influence with one companion over another, the other companion gets pissed off. The same thing tends to happen with the female and Atten and the Handmaiden's replacement. Because when you play a female, the Handmaiden doesn't come with you. I really wish I could just say her name. But I probably am remembering it wrong, though. So if I do say her name, I'm probably getting it wrong anyway. Point is, because I had gained a low enough influence over her, she got pissed off at me and I couldn't fix it. So what I had to do was load a previous save all the way back to before we fought Visas Mar. Visas Party Selection. Before we fought Visas for the first time, okay, here's what I did. I fought her, and during the conversation that we have in the hallway with the Handmaiden, when Visas here is in the medbay, you have to say the first option, which is the light side option, which doesn't result in an influence loss. That was my problem. I chose an option that results in influence loss with the Handmaiden. And since I didn't talk to her again in order to maybe nullify or gain some influence back, the next time that we got into the Ebon Hawk resulted in the argument. So what I did was, I reloaded my save, fought her again, realized some things about Critical Strike that I forgot about or didn't even realize. Avoided talking to Kreia entirely. Avoided talking to Visas entirely, because I wanted to remove as many variables as I can. I tried reloading a save after I did a bunch of party banter, where I saved in front of Visas, but that didn't work. So I had to reload before the fight. So I avoided Kreia entirely. Had to redo that entire conversation again. Had to do the entire conversation with Visas again, which is going to be fun. But, other than that, and some random loot that doesn't matter in the long run of things, I don't think I got anything that was worthwhile. Not this time, anyway. Maybe like an energy shield or two, or something else. Oh, and the power implant, I got that off a random drop. Other than that, everything stayed the same, and Atten is also now a Sentinel as well. Great! Just great. Now, to make sure this never happens again, it's going to be another episode of Party Banter. Before I do that, the previous pilot / owner of the Hawk said that there was another smuggler compartment around here. Did I already loot it? No, I didn't. Let's see. Improved Million Edge, Heavy Blaster, 400 credits, Hypoadrenal Stamina, and Life Support Pack. Alright. And I also figured out that healing that refugee who says he has the plague, I forget his name off the bat. Turns out, having Bao-Dur and the Handmaiden in the party is a bad idea when you do that, because the Handmaiden gets the influence. It's kind of annoying. Bao-Dur always gets the shaft when he's with other people. Which is mainly the reason why he's a pain in the ass to get influence with. Ugh. Anyway, he gives you a random lightsaber part each time. I should know because I had to redo that several times. And what was I going to do? Was I going to upgrade something? Why did I come to this workbench? I don't know. Oh yeah. In order to make the fight with the Red Eclipse a little easier, I gave Atten and Handmaiden's armor Bio-Restorative Underlays Mark II, and immunity to sonic damage for 10%. Didn't really help so much, considering that they kept dying, but it did something. Anyway, what I also learned with the... Well, I was also looking up an influence chart, is that I missed a conversation I could have with the Handmaidens back at the Telos Academy, which involves Atten and his Achani training. Because Atten's backstory was he was an assassin for Revan. So having some Achani martial arts training would actually be pretty beneficial against fighting against Jedi. Let's see, if I remember right, Terrace Cassie, whatever you want to pronounce it, is about pressure points, if I'm remembering right. And since Achani's entire lifestyle involves around fighting, I imagine trying to get a read on your opponent against Achani is rather difficult to do. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Critical Strike. That's why I have improved Flurry. I'm also going to get Master Flurry as well. When activated, blah blah blah. Quadruples the critical threat range of a weapon, of melee attacks. I don't think this works with unarmed attacks, which is why I swapped out the critical strike on Handmaiden for improved Flurry, if I'm remembering right, and I actually did that. If a weapon needs a roll 20, a critical hit will result on a 17 or 20. If the attack hits, the attack is also stunned for 6 seconds, blah 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 blah. But this is my main problem. This feat lowers defense by 5. So yeah, using critical strike may give me critical hits every single fucking time, but it's lowering my defense by 5 each time I do it. I guess that's why I'm wearing heavy armor. Did I also change up my force power selection? I think I did, because I may... Did I pick up, what did I do? I could have sworn... Is it not listed here? Well, that's weird. I could have sworn I picked up Force Deflection. Or Blaster Deflection. Oh, well. Oh, wait. This lists force powers that you gain by leveling up in certain events. That's why Precognition's here. Alright. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Party banter. Ugh. Sorry if I'm a little scattered. It's fucking Monday. What do you expect? Bao-Dur, do you have anything to say?
Hey, General, are you alright?
What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
Well, I was inspired by your arm.
Whoa, claws out today, aren't they?
Now whose claws are out?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time in the fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control, calm, like I usually only get when I'm repairing something.
Well, when one is in touch with the Force, it can manifest itself visibly.
Was there something you wanted me for?
Oh, great. We also had to do... Oh, we had to do everyone. Fuck. Oh, shitballs.
General, need something? Sorry, guess I can't get my head out of the past.
Since this is everyone other than the Handmaid's gonna have to be... Fuck.
I moved around for a couple years, working as a starship mechanic. Then you understand my Islam. I found it's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with? That old thing? Hey, he helps me. He's also something else.
I kind of wish Bao-Dur would actually gain influence from his fucking
war,
conversations.
Can I ask you something?
Oh, new conversation. Perfect. And then there's a fucking fly buzzing around my fucking... Ugh. Son of a bitch, I will smack the living shit out of you.
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
Motherfucking cocks. As soon as you stop landing, I swear to God, I'm going to squash you. I hate insects.
Well, the Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Well, unlike many of the Jedi, I cannot stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Yes, I felt it too. The rush of life as the Mandalorians were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for? I got tired. I was only... What if something else? Just working on the ship. I'm not sure. With him?
Might as well.
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General.
I might as well get these ordinary dialogue options out of the way.
What are you talking about?
We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand.
So, why are you here?
Getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going.
I meant, why are you still here?
Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy?
Well, even if you knew what was wrong with it, how would you know where to start?
You just have to know what the circuits look like.
Well, if you see them, let me know.
I'll be sure to do that, General. Was there something you wanted me for? If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, I can't take it. But there's something...
I'll eventually get the conversation I need, or at least some influence. There's also something I've learned that I didn't figure out on my own, which is kind of stupid of me. The influence meter. While it's invisible, there's actually a counter from, as you guessed it, 0, or it would be 1, I'm not sure which, to 100. And each companion starts at 50. And every influence gain or loss is measured at 8 points. So... and you may need like over 70 points to get the things you want out of your companions, for the most part. So you only need to get like 4 influence gained options, 3 or 4, I forget which.
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago. I think my mind was too occupied then.
Well, it's good to hear I'm having a positive effect on you.
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me, for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
Well, if Ula Keldroma can be forgiven for waging war against the Republic, you can be forgiven for saving it.
Even if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
You did it to save us, to protect us from death.
That might be the truth, but I don't want to see it that way. I can't just ignore the blood on my hands.
You dwelled on the past for far too long. You can't undo history, but you can change the future.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Yes! Finally. Son of a fucking... I swear to God, you stupid fly. Here, you son of a bitch. Start flying me near again. I'm armed to something this time, motherfucker. Oh, what? Now that I've called you out, you don't want to spring? Asshole. Alright. Ha! You son of a bitch. I don't think I got him. Fuck. Now then, on to Bao-Dur's Jedi training here. I think Bao-Dur is like the one of the two companions that become Jedi can actually be made into dark side variants when you're a light-sided character, I think. I could be misremembering that. Great. Not only are there fucking a fly buzzing around in my room, there are fucking wasps outside my window. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well, at the very least, I got the screen up.
Well, learn the ways of the Force. I could teach you, but you must let go of your anger, or else it will destroy you and you will fall.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
Then we have no time to waste. Thanks, phone.
And unlike Anne, we just sit there and meditate for several hours. And do some light sparring practice. Bao-Dur has now become a Jedi Guardian. Yay! That's all I wanted. Oh, for fuck's sake, now what? Who's calling? That would be my sister. Son of a bitch! Well, technically it's not my sister, it's my niece. Let's just say that over the weekend she had to move out of Titusville because her so-called best friend is a complete and total cunt. And when I call a woman a cunt, you know I'm talking about in the British sense, which means she's an uppity bitch. Considering that she brought a murdering psychopath into the state. Whether that was on purpose or by accident, I can't really tell you. I'm just relating information that I've heard from my mother. Anyway. Bao-Dur's good. Atten is good. L. These two are good. I don't have to do anything else for the most part. If I gain more influence on them by passing, that's fine. Handmaiden, her becoming a Jedi is a pain in the ass, because it actually requires a lot of dialogue. Bao-Dur, anything else you want to say?
Yes, General?
Never mind. Oh, I actually tapped it and I didn't have the fucking thing in my hand. Son of a... Ugh. Well, Bao-Dur and Atten are taken care of. Now it's just a handmaid I need to talk to. Actually, I should probably also talk to T3. Get back here, you cylindrical hub. Okay, let's do this again. Alright, that takes care of that. Ignore Kreia and Visas for last. Handmaiden.
Oh, welcome, exile. Is there something you need?
Well, are you alright?
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
What do you mean?
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters. Yet it comes to you with ease.
Well, I do feel better. I feel more in touch with my surroundings and others.
It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Yes. Your companions will actually make a reference of this. Is your highlight side? You look like you're at peace with the world. Zen. Dark side, you look like a gigantic monstrosity and angry at everything. Makes sense, actually.
Yes?
I have a question. You need to teach me some fighting moves.
Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Ichani. But I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
Alright then. This is how we start her path on getting to Jedi training. We have to essentially fight her 3 times. And because I leveled her up to 10, this is gonna be harder than it needs to be. Fuck.
This seems to be a good place as any to begin.
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences.
Unless you're talking about Asian languages, in which case, good luck with that.
I understand. I am ready.
As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning.
Alright, no force powers, weapons, or items. Got it.
Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. Our defense is 19. Let's not use critical strike. That might be a death sentence against her. Characters suffer a -1 to defense while using this feat for 3 seconds afterwards, i.e. an enemy's attack. Okay, so 1 round is 6 seconds. Huh. Basic. So that means for all 3rd edition and up style D&D computer games, it runs on a 6-second round clock. That's how long it was for Neverwinter Nights. Neverwinter Nights 2 also had it. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were 2.5. Well, 2nd edition. So they don't count. KOTOR 1 has it. KOTOR 2 has it. Is there any other game that uses this system that I'm not aware of? I think there might be, but I'm probably... I actually need to look that up. I'm curious now. So, Improve Flurry. Master Flurry gets rid of the negatives of this. So let's just barrage her with attacks.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements before you go. There is something I must know. Why did you go back to face trial?
Because I felt it deserved an explanation. Maybe I had to hear me defend myself just to be certain.
I see. It was always something I was curious about. To walk to one's own sentence willingly. It's a brave thing.
I'll be going now.
Influence gained. Alright, now we just need to do that 2 more times. Now, I swear to God developers knew what they were doing. I swear.
Yes?
So, you think you can teach me some more fighting moves now?
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle.
You seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
You know, I was thinking this earlier, but, the way Ichani fight and Jedi being able to somewhat see the future reminds me of observation hockey from One Piece. Oh my god, I just... Here's a thought to put into your head. Monkey D. Luffy, captain of the Straw Hat Pirates as a force-wielding individual. Have fun with that. Oh god, that would be hilarious to see. Actually, that would probably be pretty dangerous, because the dark side actually corrupts you. Oh god. Wait, I just unleashed onto my brain. No, don't think about it. Do not think about the Straw Hats being able to use the Force. That is just a fucking catastrophe waiting to happen. Can you teach me to do this?
You are already doing it.
What do you mean?
If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come. As we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first, I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
You have gained battle precognition. It allows you to add your wisdom bonus to your defense in combat. What there is. Wait, is wisdom a dumb stat? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Well, hey, wait a minute. If I wear this... Interesting. My defense is 31 with the Ichani heavy armor. If I wear the Baron Doe's Sage robe, my defense goes to 23. Whereas versus a gray robe, my defense is 20. And that adds +4 to my wisdom, which bumps it up to... Interesting. Actually...
Yes?
Is there anything else I can do? Actually, do I have enough influence for...
You may ask.
I wanted to ask you about Atris.
She speaks of you often in anger, but her movements, the motion of her hand, her eyes, do not share the anger of her words. They are only the signs of loss. It has been almost the count of 10 years, yet the thought of you burns within her still.
Well, we didn't part on the best of terms.
I believe that your leaving the Jedi Order may have hurt her more than she will ever admit. It is a difficult thing to speak of, to see Atris unable to confront such strong emotion within herself. You did not care for her, did you? Atris is beautiful, and
Perhaps if she had told me what she felt back then, perhaps the future would have been different.
I have heard that Jedi sometimes renounce the code by loving another and fall from the Order, and there are others who keep such unions secret.
Sorry about that. Just the old woman telling me that she has to pick up my sister and head to the mall to pick up some notebook paper and a hoodie for one of my nephews. I swear to God. Back to school shopping is a bitch and a half sometimes. Luckily for me, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Although this does remind me of one time when I was working at Walmart, stocking shelves. First job ever. Why is it always retail that's always your first job? Seriously, that's probably a fucking stereotype, but when it's true, it's not a stereotype, is it? Anyway, I'm heading out the door one night after finishing stocking shelves, and of course, back to school stuff still out in the bins. And I saw like your typical 70-page spiral notebooks for sale for a quarter each. So I'm like, hey, 25 cents for a notebook? I'll grab a couple. Mom was pissed. She's like, what the fuck? Of course, this was in the middle of, I want to say October? Or it could have been early October, late September. Typically after that back to school stuff is starting to wind down, and they're about to start putting out other stuff. That's a good place to get some good cheap stuff. Cheap shit. Ah yes, we're pulling a bento. You know, after playing KOTOR 1 actually talking to Jolie, I can actually understand this dialogue sequence. I think the term is pulling a bindo.
Pulling a bindo?
Bad joke, bald guy, long story.
Very well. Are there such unions?
Sometimes, yes, it happens.
That is what I have heard. I was not sure if it was something you had seen or experienced.
I think all Jedi are tempted at one time or another.
I see. I have asked you many questions. I did not mean to. They are questions that have gathered over years, and I did not wish to ask Atris.
Unless you have any others, you are always welcome to ask.
Thank you, then. I hope this creates some measure of trust between us.
It does, and I thank you. I want to ask you something else, though.
You may ask.
Seriously, Star Wars recycles its music constantly. You can't make up some new stuff? Oh yeah, definitely on the light side. Okay. Now I'm not sure if the sparring matches are level restricted or influence restricted. It's kind of going to be annoying either way.
Yes? I do not think...
Okay, then. So, any reason why I had to fight without clothes on?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
Just checking. It's a little cold on this ship.
Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well.
Well, I would ask her to put some clothes on, but I think we all prefer her to look like this. Of course, now that I gained some influence, Aden's probably gonna have a dialogue about the entire thing. Since he knows Ichani rituals. Let me get my weapon back on. Where's my sword? Here we go. Wait, is this my sword? Yes, it's my sword. Alright. Kinda wish I could rename them. Did I do this already? Alright. Let's see, I don't think I can ask anything else, can I?
You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
I'm fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there. Alright, what did you want to know? Alright, but it's...
Alright. Yeah, I didn't think so. Ooh. Make him burn his cards. Yeah, because I didn't have a conversation with one of the Handmaidens about my companions back at the Telos Academy, I can't exactly question Anne about his Achani training, which is annoying. Well, at least I'm burning his cards. Oh, that's just insulting. Oh, fuck you. Well, at least only he's relying on the draw. I'm not gonna risk that. Alright! That gains us nothing at all. As much as I want to actually talk to Kreia and learn some more stuff, I think it would be much better if I had more party members for certain scenes. Well, since I'm here, I might as well exhaust Handmaiden's
Yes?
dialogue.
You may ask.
I may actually get some new stuff out of this.
We attend a... I am the last of the... That is not an... Perhaps... There is much knowledge on Telos. There is... I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form... Yes, the methods you used. It was... When Terrace was... Yet with Revan, I believe he was... Through battle, Revan was meeting... What stronger display than... I would have...
That's a little weird. Cancel them both out. Nice.
Yes? You may ask. Before entering Adris... It is not a... We all have... When important... If reasons of... I do not know.
Well, at the very least, I'm getting light side points. That'll make getting my prestige class a lot easier. Okay. Well... Shit. What do I do now? I think I'm in the good... no, I should make myself a lot clearer. Son of a bitch. Alright. Visas ain't gonna leave me no matter what, because she's actually plot relevant for one of the final bosses of the game. I know that for a fact. So... I can stand where this is right now. Kreia will stick with us no matter what. Until a certain point. Alright. Actually, I need to take these two with me to level them up. I forgot about this. Alright.
What's going on?
I can actually level you guys up now. Hooray! Feats, proficiency, defense, force jump, yada yada yada. Oh yeah, there we go. Now level 30. Bao-Dur level 19. Alright. I might as well get this anyway. Powers, I want you to have force deflection, please. Oh my god, that is so useful. And I guess we might as well get that's restricted by armor. Why do some of these have to be restricted by armor? Stun droid as well, I guess. Level up, attributes. He has a half decent wisdom modifier, putting all of his other points back into strength. Who the fuck? I don't know anyone from Illinois, so fuck you. You can deal with my answering machine, you son of a bitch. Skills, pop everything. Oh yeah, I had a point left over. Force sensitive. Where's that at on this list? Oh, here it is. 40 additional force points to the character's base total. Nice. Okay, gearhead? Nah. Conditioning? Maybe. Jedi defense? This feat also applies when using unarmed combat. Okay, so let's get improved flurry and master flurry, then the dueling feats. For powers, force redirection. Feats. Weapon proficiency, lightsaber, Jedi defense. Why would I give him anything beyond that? I don't know. Ability, no. Stealth run. Finesse lightsabers. That's his next feat. Force deflection, and I guess practically everyone's gonna be wearing armor at the end of this, so it doesn't matter. Force push. Force sensitive and unarmed specialist. His ability and force powers suck. Dexterity. Awareness, stealth, and security. Powers. Force redirection. Accept. Alright. Now if I wanted to, I could really get myself by keeping these guys as base classes of like 3 or something. But that would have been a nasty, nasty adventure. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Since I got Bao-Dur to be a Jedi Guardian this early, I don't really need him for much of anything else. Except for a certain section. You know what? Let's bring these two along.
The honor is mine.
And I forgot to level her up to start. That's nice. You know what? She can be dual-wielding. Why not? Redirection, please. Deflection, actually. Oh. Do I want to increase her charisma and wisdom to make her powers a little bit better? Well, her yeah, I'll put a point to charisma. Make her abilities a little better when it comes to force use. I guess you could have normal stun. Because I haven't talked to her at all, her portrait is like this. She's leaning in the dark, but if I talk to her, that should go to the light very easily. Oh, Master Flurry. Power. Force Lightning. On our specialist, who cares? Another ability. Give her choke. Termination form. Force Whirlwind. Attributes. Now we can put them into dexterity. Skills. Feats. Immunity to paralysis techniques. I'm surprised she doesn't have finesse off the bat. Oh well. Worry about that later, but Master 2 weapon fighting. Ah, the resilience form. Excellent. Force redirection. Accept. Okay. You know what? Here. Have gray Jedi robes. And have some... Had a meditation band. And I don't need gloves. Here, have a double-bladed sword. For now. I need to give you the light armor. The only reason why you're using a double sword for now is until I can actually get some decent weapons. Alright. Alrighty then. Where do we go? Where do we go from here again? Oh yes. Refugee Promenade, Docks, Soup Garlic. Actually, let's talk to the local merchants and see what we got. What are you trading? Well, let me see what parts you're selling. HK Vocabulator. This device looks like an HK vocabulary that allows the droid to speak and communicate with others. Yes. Thank you. Is there any other droid parts that I would need? Droid Quadranium Armor. Holy balls. Well, Codin, you sell some decent droid stuff, but we got another HK part, which is always a plus. Ida.
Sarda chonilo tabe duana matakanus, the ulupan. Takaprota gocha, jargomati sochban gocha, yotachi sabarinish.
Well, let's see what you have. See, combat, military, battle armor, light battle armor, vibro blade, energy baton, long sword, Adgan crystal, yellow crystal, strength D package, nerve enhancement, immunity, stun, fear, and horror, but a minimum of 16 constitution. I think the game is trying to tell me something here. But I don't think I actually need anything. Alright. I don't need anything from you, but let's check out another merchant that's around here. Where is he? Ah, there's the Doros slimeball, Ondar.
Donos Emeragith, Wanara Torachi Drunka sa Inchobin Sasha, Dosimana Rachata.
Are you a merchant too?
Tonoranda Manakan, Epo Inchoa, Loka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi, Du Rantamana Sobu, Loka Kamaran Endoso Ranwi no Chabi, Du Rantamana Sobu.
Let me just see what you have.
Febko Emarayam Gawata Situ Insula Raka Rakachata, Tamaso Kinchuda Wanka.
Oh, fuck you too, Ondar, you sack of shit. You don't want my business? Fine, go fuck yourself. I really do wish there was a way to teleport back to the Hawk. That's one feature I miss having. 4 of these forms are forced meditation techniques. Only 3. Oh, 3 of them are only available to consulars. Great. Which means I get all the lightsaber forms, but only the one force channel ability. Great. Of course, consulars don't gain access to all the lightsaber combat forms, which is kind of annoying. But it balances out. Do you want to be a wizard? Or do you want to be a warrior? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Technically, there's not many thieves in these games. Hello, Gariel. Garel? Gariel? Whatever your name is. Anyway, since I actually forgot to do this while I was trying all my testing, time to speak to Yusef again.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for... I see you're...
Yusef. Whatever.
You've got the... And on the... Those two have it... Only... Occasionally, they've also... If you could convince either the Exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot. Thanks.
Okay. Refugee Woes. And this is the quest line I was talking about. Where if you go full on dark side and manipulate everybody, Kreia will get a huge influence gain. But that means dicking over all the refugees in this camp and getting a bunch of dark side points in exchange. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Because me having be fully entrenched on the dark side is a bad thing, because I do not want the companion that I get by going to the dark side. Because that companion absolutely sucks. Even if it does lead to some interesting dialogue with Kreia. Ugh.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
You lost your husband? What happened?
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Why did the Sith let the in-system shuttles survive?
I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos. And I've been drifting from planet to planet ever since, only to end up here with nowhere left to go.
Well, if there's any way I can help, let me know.
You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be going now.
I know something that she doesn't.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about?
Spacer? No, I'm Jericho Crate. Nice to meet you.
Oh. We were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Nar Shaddaa. He's late. I don't know where he is.
Well, I might be able to track him down for you.
Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits.
When was the last time you saw Planor?
It's been over a week. I hope nothing has happened to him.
I suspect Planor scammed you, lady.
I was afraid of that. I knew I shouldn't have trusted him.
I'll try to find someone for you.
Thank you. I'm beginning to lose hope that we'll ever get out of here.
Oh boy. Otis!
Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks?
No, I don't. Why?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Then why aren't you still flying?
You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
Well, if I hear of anyone looking for a pilot, I'll refer them to you.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
Gotta get all them side quests up in this bitch. All them side quests. Which means talking to anyone that has a fucking name. And checking these cargo doors. Nothing in here. Let's see, I don't know which side is Serico and which side's fucking Exchange, I forget. Of course, I have a tendency not to actually engage with dialogue with any of the factions here, other than the refugees. I tend to just wander into the Serico side and just slaughter everybody. Usually by complete accident, mind you. But they shot first, so it's all justified. And the Exchange, well, I don't work with slimy scumbag fucking asshole alien squid heads. So I just slaughter them all. Because fuck the Exchange. Let's see, is there anything else? One of these cargo doors, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, this leads, if I remember that right, that leads to the circle side of things, and that's the path I always take, which always results in a massive fucking firefight. So let's ignore that. And there's two other people here. Nada, and whatever the fuck you're supposed to pronounce his name. K. Van? I swear to God, if it's pronounced...
My life for yours.
If it's pronounced fucking Kevin, I'll be annoyed.
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Did you take my daughter?
Slow down. Tell me what happened.
The Overseer, Sakwesh, he took my daughter to sell to the Hutts, all because I told him I could not pay his tribute.
Well, can I help you get her back?
I owe Sakwesh 600 credits. I don't have enough.
Well, I'll find where he is hiding Donna and release her.
Thank you. But won't he track us down and kidnap her again?
I'll make sure he doesn't do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Please hurry. After the Hutts have her, it will be impossible to find her.
Near impossible to find her.
You look familiar, old man. Oh god. NPCs have the same faces. It's disturbing.
Sure, what is it?
Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi uta grasa kisha.
Thanks for the tip.
Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone.
Alright. Unfortunately, I can't change my party here, can I? No. Oh, that's annoying. Whoa! Whoa! Well, that didn't feel right at all. Anyway, my timer is up, so it's time to call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been NoCat21. This has been Let's Play Star Wars KOTOR 2 The Sith Lords. It's been a scatterbrained day, hasn't it? Next time, I am going to help out these poor refugees with all their problems because I'm a nice guy. For the most part. I can be an asshole if I want to, but I like to think I'm a nice person. But until then, thanks for watching, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next time.